Internet. I am Insane Lane as well as a Canadian girl, and today we have Moments Before Absolute Chaos. Very short title, hopefully accurate. Uh, Short video, so let's just jump right in.
Don't touch me. I can get out. Do not fucking touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch. You're not gonna tase me. Don't touch my son. Don't
Whoa!
touch my son.
Did they just shove a child?
Touch my son. Do not touch my son.
While on patrol, an officer conducts a traffic stop on an
Okay, that
individual impeding the flow of traffic.
Clearly is getting heated.
Your license.
I'm checking my mailbox, sir.
You were parked right in the middle of the street.
Checking my mailbox,
You're
sir.
impeding the flow of traffic for that vehicle to pull in.
What?
Where's your driver's license?
I just said I
Oh, I paused the
was
tape back
checking
for a
my
moment.
mailbox,
Oh, I can't see.
sir.
Okay. Well, you're blocking
Okay,
the
you
road.
just got mad because I just told you is you accusing my son of two things. You're
Nope.
not gonna
I'm
sit
trying
here
to
and
find
play
a
with
bike,
me.
ma'am.
No, you weren't.
What?
You're trying to sit here and play with me, officer. He gave me
Whoa. Okay, so we might be coming in the middle of something else because he's accusing her of blocking traffic, which maybe she did, maybe she didn't. We didn't see it. She's kind of parked in a weird way. But then she said something about you're trying to accuse my son of something. So I'm wondering, like, I don't know what is going on, but I think there's more going on here than we're seeing.
me right here. I'm gonna sit here and wait.
No,
I'm gonna turn my car off. I can turn my car off. I'm gonna turn my car off. I just said I'm
Where's
gonna
your
turn my
driver's
car off. I'm about to give you my license in my car. I'm gonna turn my
Where's
damn
your
car off. You can't stop me.
Yeah, can
Record.
you have a
No, you
traffic-
can't stop me from
You have a
opening my fucking door. That's a traffic ticket there. Give me the fucking ticket.
Give me your license.
Don't play with me.
Give me your license.
Record him.
She said her license is in the car, so she needs to get in the car and get it.
I'm on my way to work. I'm checking my
Give me your driver's
mailbox.
license.
You got mail, officer. I don't have to give you anything.
Give me your license. You're gonna go in cuffs
I'm gonna go on cuffs.
You are.
Where?
because you're
Where?
failing
I'm
to
not under
identify.
arrest. I'm not under arrest.
You're gonna
I
go in
didn't do
cuffs
anything.
because
Not
you're
yet.
not identified. Do you want to
Yeah,
do it
I'm
now?
identified because you came to my
Go
door.
inside.
Officer, don't
Go
grab
inside.
me. Don't grab me in front of my
inside.
face. Don't grab me. Do not touch me.
42
Then
Get
don't
that.
act like this in front of
Don't
your
touch
kids.
me. I can get
Out of the
out.
car.
Do not fucking touch me.
Get out of
Don't
the car.
touch me.
You're gonna get
Don't
tased.
touch. You're not gonna tase me. Don't touch my son. Don't touch my son. Don't
Okay.
touch my son.
Turn
Do
around.
not touch my son. Don't touch me like that.
This is wrong on all sides.
Stop doing me like that. Stop touching me. You can call the fucking police for me. Let me go. Let me go. Officer, let me go. Let me go.
Okay. I'll break a couple things down here. Is this woman being belligerent? Yes. I'm going back to the beginning when he's approaching her and saying, I want your license because you are blocking traffic. He is well within his right to do that. She obviously has an attitude and is heated. Obviously she's accusing him of something else immediately, something having to do with her son and a bike, and I don't know. But she's clearly very agitated. They're in between backyards here. It looks like there's a bunch of kids around. At least one or two of them are hers. This cop needed to wait for backup. He needed to de-escalate and keep things calm until backup arrived, because now we're in a situation where he's in a one-on-one fight and he's not winning, which means he's going to escalate use of force, which should not be the case. He should have handled this a lot better. I am not excusing her behavior, but also we don't know what happened before this. But he needed to keep using his words instead of matching her level of anger and trying to make an arrest by himself when she is probably like equal in size and strength to him, and there's a bunch of kids around. Because what ends up happening, the kid with the phone gets too close. Yes, he was, but the officer winds up shoving a child, and I'm not okay with this. But that is because the officer did not properly assess the situation and did not act in a way to avoid escalating things. Probably because he felt disrespected and pissed off. So rather than being professional and handling things in a safe way, which means slowing down, taking time, waiting for backup, and continuing to use your words, he decides, I'm just going to arrest you, which again, he has every right to. I am not disputing that. She is absolutely failing to ID and just giving him a lot of attitude. But again, right way, wrong way. You got to look at your circumstances. You got to look at the situation. Not saying don't arrest her. I'm saying do it in a way that doesn't escalate to this. And you could absolutely see this comment.
Don't touch my son.
Stop.
Don't touch my son.
You're gonna
Don't
get
touch my
You're
son.
gonna get tased.
Do not
Like
touch
any
my
mother
son no more.
is going to be
Don't touch
pissed.
my- Don't touch my son. Stop. Stop.
Keep
Don't touch my son, officer.
She
You
needs
doing?
to
I will. I will.
What you mean, Chief?
I'm not under arrest.
stop right now.
It don't matter. I'm not under arrest.
The driveway.
I'm not under
It's
arrest.
private. Hey, let her go,
I'm
sir.
not under arrest.
Let her go, bro.
Let me
Hey,
go.
I said let her go.
Hey, let me
See,
go.
now there's-
I don't need-
Yeah,
You don't
let her
need
go.
to.
Yes,
You
yes, I
don't
do.
need to.
Let her go.
No,
Yes,
you
I do.
don't.
Back up right now.
Hey, you bag up on her like
Bro,
that.
She's
let
on
me-
a traffic stop
I'm not
right
under
now.
She
arrest.
in
Let
a
me go.
private property. I'm fucking
Let
the
me
traffic
Ain't on
stop.
private
Let
property.
me go.
Private
Yeah,
property.
stop impeding
I'm
for a
standing
traffic
right here. Let me the fuck go.
What
I'm not going nowhere.
because she needs to
I'm
identify
not
herself.
going nowhere.
She's under arrest right
Hey,
now.
I'm under
What's she
arrest.
under arrest for?
Because
Okay, again, this is why the officer should not have acted alone and without backup, because now there's somebody else there. So now he's fighting two people at once. And he's arguing with this guy. It doesn't matter if this is private property or not. They can still conduct a traffic stop on private property. But this cop put himself in a really, really bad situation here. Really bad. And he needs to be talked to about not putting yourself in a potentially very dangerous situation. Because he's now fighting 2-on-1, which is an easy way to lose. The kid, according to the cop, we didn't see it because it's below the body cam line, but he said the kid was reaching for his gun. This guy's big enough to take it off you, officer. Especially 2-on-1. So what are you going to do? If the two of these people knock your ass on the ground, take your gun, what are you going to do? That's why he should not have tried to handle this alone.
That's not the law.
you need to identify
That's
yourself.
not the law.
Stop playing with these folks.
That's
Let it
not
go.
the law.
That's it.
That's not the law.
Hey, move.
Traffic ticket.
That's not the law. I know about a ticket. I'll give it to
You
you.
don't impede me.
I would give it to you. Stop
You don't
saying.
impede
Hey,
me.
bro, don't push me, bro.
Stop.
Okay, so she
I
is
will
now.
give you
You
my
put your
license.
hands on me,
Stop.
man.
You
You
get back.
did.
Now.
You harassing a woman and her
You
kids,
did.
man. You better get the fuck. You better go.
Now the whole neighborhood's
You
getting
better get the
involved.
officer, man.
Stop.
Go.
Stop
Respect the
I
officer,
know.
man.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
Get your hands off the officer, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, get your hands.
Okay, so now we have a third person stepping in. I'm blaming the officer for all this. He did not need to do this. He caused this. He caused this by not properly handling the situation and waiting for backup. He caused this because he felt disrespected and he tried to take action, and now it's blowing up in his face. Because now we got a fight between these two men. The woman he's trying to give a ticket to, and he said all he's going to do is give her a ticket. Fine. She's the one now trying to de-escalate things and hold back the first guy and tell the kids to get back. But now we have bro number 2 stepping in on the officer's side saying don't touch the cop, and now he's getting in a fight with the other guy. This is 100% avoidable, all of it. If the cop had just kept talking to her, let her get her license out of the car, call for backup, then deal with it when you have the numbers. Because now you got 3 people fighting and the cop is standing there doing what?
I ain't doing no. I'm stopping this conversation.
Get your hand off the officer.
I got the officer.
Everybody get their hands off each other.
I'm trying to stop it.
Okay, you let him do his job. Get your hands off the officer.
Look, the officer's fine. I'm trying to see.
Get your hands out of the officer.
I ain't touching the officer. Officer's fine.
Okay.
I'm making sure
Get
they
your
both
hands off
fine.
the officer.
Walking.
I'm making sure they
I'm
both
okay.
fine.
do
Are
his
you
job.
okay?
You hear that? I'm
Are
making
you
sure they both
okay?
fine.
Okay.
Y'all
Get out
okay?
his face.
But yeah, I'm okay.
I'm
So get his
okay.
thing.
We're okay.
Hey,
Stop.
hey.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
What
need
you
to
under
stop.
arrest for though?
Because you're not
I'm not-
identifying.
I will.
Identifying
when you
what?
tell me
Y'all
what I
tripping, bro.
did.
You have a traffic offense
Go.
right now. You're not
How?
identifying.
How? Checking
Turn
my
around.
mailbox?
Turn around.
Checking the mailbox?
Turn around.
Turn around.
I didn't do
Turn
nothing till you touched my 12-year-old kid.
What she did?
He a minor.
What's the problem?
He's a minor.
You're impeding
I
right
want
now.
to
You're
get you
both
arrested
going
for
cuffs, too.
assault.
Who is the other guy?
Right now on my child.
Let the officer
do his job, man.
Come on,
Shut
That's
up.
bad. You gotta stop. Don't touch me.
officer, man.
Okay, officer, now I'm going against you because you are utterly failing to control this situation. You're acting like a scarecrow on a stick, standing there doing jack shit right now. He's still trying to address her when she's the calmest person in the scene right now. Get control of the 2 guys because they're about to go at it. And I don't care that the second guy is on the officer's side. He is not allowed to stand there screaming and shoving the other guy and interfering. He is interfering as much as the first guy. So again, officer, try taking control here. tell both the guys, get against that fence 10 feet apart. Both of you, both hands on the fence, face away from me. I see you move. You're going in cuffs and you're going on the ground. Then, if they are being compliant and that is under control, then deal with her. And she is saying, I will give you my license, so let her do that. Rather than continuing to escalate a completely out of control and chaotic situation. Because he is only dealing with her, and he's pretty much deciding to let these two guys fight it out. This is atrocious.
Put your hands
No,
behind your back.
I don't. No, I'm
I
not
see what's
arrest.
going on, but
I'm
here's
not
the
under
reason I'm here is because I'm helping
I'm
the
not under
officer.
arrest.
The officer
Stop.
pulling over. She
Bro,
coming
I'm not.
to
you right up from the window.
I said I will.
Come on, man.
I will. I told you let me turn my
Then
shit
get your
off.
driver's license. Tell him
You
to
know
step
what?
back up there. Tell him to
Stop
step back up
grabbing
there.
on me. You touched my son too. I will.
Your
Come on
son
now.
was trying to grab my
No,
gun.
no, he wasn't.
Yes, he
No,
was.
he wasn't. He pushed. Get her driver's license.
Get his driver's license.
He will. What you running to my child for? You steady running up on him.
Because she's
Stop
grabbing my
touching.
gun.
Don't play with me. Play with my
You got
child.
her driver's license?
Do not play with me. Play with him. I got
Get your
my
driver's
own
license
license.
right now.
I said I will.
Okay, then
I
get it.
will. I will.
Then do
What
it.
was you waiting for? To fucking do this.
Let's get it.
I get. Don't touch my baby.
Give me the keys.
I will get my own keys. Get my keys. Get out my car. Get my shit. They not going nowhere. They not going nowhere. That's all I asked you. Let me grab my keys out my car, and you want to do all that? Fuck up out of here.
Let's show him the damn ID. So
I
we can get out.
will.
Everything's
He the one did my baby like that.
I don't know what's going on. All I know is
I
I
didn't
seen him grab.
hear what he said. Like things are under control, or I need help.
Thank you. That's it.
Let me see that shit.
Okay, so if that's all you needed, you could have let her get it in the
Step over to
first
my car.
place.
You took my license.
Right now.
I
I'm
will.
not going to tell you again.
I will.
Apparently, you would. Okay, now I have no problem with her being arrested.
Let me my license. Let me go. Let me go.
No.
You let me go. Move. I will. Stop grabbing on me. You ripping my shirt. This is my right shirt. Stop grabbing on me like that. I'm not resisting arrest. Your ass was doing it.
Nobody is in the right here.
Stop.
Turn around.
Stop grabbing me.
Turn around.
Stop grabbing me.
Turn around.
I told you my
Where's
license.
your license?
I got gave it to you.
Okay, officer, she did hand you her license. So, for a second there, he was in the right when he could have just taken her license, go to your car and run it, tell her to sit in your car and don't move, let everybody catch their breath and calm down. Instead, he wants to continue getting in her face, continue trying to be right when nobody is in the right here. And then she goes off. She's completely in the wrong, trying to snatch her license back and shoving it at him. She's completely in the wrong. She deserves to be arrested for doing that. No arguing. But again, the cop is still failing to control the situation. Because is she in handcuffs in the back of his car? No. Because he can't physically control her by himself. But he created this situation by getting physical in the first place. I don't care that she was running her mouth. People can yell and run their mouth all they want. You don't get to get physical or violent because somebody is giving you attitude, officer. She was getting in the car to get her keys and her license. You should have just stood there another minute and a half and let her do it. I don't care if the thing I see too many cops do is if you don't hand them your license in like 1.5 seconds, they say you're not complying. It's like, officer, you can stand there and answer the lady's questions or just stand there for a second and let her get it. She doesn't have to do it in 1 second for you. Calm down, have some patience, and then none of this happens. But he didn't want to be patient. He tried to get physical, and it was a fight he couldn't win. Now there's this absolute chaos. This cop looks like a joke. He looks like an absolute clown. He's utterly failed to control the situation several times. He's told this woman she's under arrest I don't know how many times and still has been unable to arrest her and doesn't seem to be trying that hard at this point. And you've got the whole neighborhood jumping in and starting other shit that you know is not going to end when this cop leaves. Like what started here between those two guys, you better believe that is going to pick up again later. They're going to be back here because of those two, I promise you.
You just gave it to you. You're not de-escalating anything. You're not de-escalating.
She's right, but
You're escalating me. You're not gonna do that. No. No. Stop grabbing on me like this. I just asked you to stop grabbing on me like this.
like, is it your
Stop
first
putting
day,
your- I have
officer?
asthma. Stop putting your elbow in my chest. Put your elbow on my chest, officer. I told you to stop.
Fighting with
I'm
me.
not
It
fighting.
ain't gonna hurt.
I said stop touching me.
Turn around
You
now.
cannot arrest me for no fucking traffic. If it's traffic.
Turn around.
If it's traffic, why are you touching me, officer? Grab a fucking
Okay, officer,
grab
you
somebody else.
suck at this.
You're hurting my arm. You hurting my arm. I told you stop putting your hand on my chest. Stop putting my hands on my chest. Stop. Stop. For what? Stop. I can't even breathe on that. Stop. 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 I said I'm sitting here. Stop. Stop touching me. I can't breathe.
Leg somewhere.
I can't breathe.
Stand up. That's it.
Oh, now there's backup coming.
Officer, I got you, man. Officer.
Like, if you're this cop and you got to explain,
Stand up. Back up.
Can y'all call the ambulance?
Can you keep him
I
away?
have asthma.
He's
He done
helping me
touched
out.
my son
He
and
needs to stand
everything.
back up.
He didn't touch him. He hurt. He hit my
Stand up.
son.
He's cool now. He's cool now.
He hit my son. And y'all better get that dog.
Stand up. I'm not gonna
Get
ask you
that
again.
dog. I can't.
okay, now we have backup on the scene, but I got a problem with one thing the officer said. He said, keep the one guy back, but the guy in the gray, he's okay because he's helping me out. No, he's not okay. He's not okay. He's just as much of a problem as the first guy. I don't care that he's running his mouth saying, I'm helping the officer. That's not the kind of help that you need. He almost got into a fist fight with the other guy. So both of them need to be told to leave, back up, separate, and stay out of it. Both of them. You know, and again, she's sitting on the ground. This cop is useless. Like, he has not done one thing. He has not done one thing, and he has not done one thing correctly, and he just keeps making it worse. And he, honestly, if I'm this guy's captain, I'm looking at him going, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, do I need to list all the ways you screwed up? Like, I'm reconsidering this guy's future, because if you couldn't handle this, what are you going to do in a real situation? Because again, this cop was alone until now. 8 minutes. He's been alone with all these people. He could have gotten his butt kicked or worse so many times.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Yeah, everybody get back.
Stand up.
I can't breathe.
Then have a seat in the air conditioning car.
Can I get the white shirt?
Huh?
I don't know why there's a dog. I assume that's police K9.
You're gonna get hot and sit next to my car. Stand up. You're under arrest right now.
Now I'm under arrest.
Yes. You were under arrest when I told you in your fight with me.
No, you fought on my son, sir. You grabbed my
Your
baby.
son was grabbing my gun.
No, he did not.
Yes, he
tried
was.
to push you off his mom. No, he did not.
Stand up.
Don't hurt me, Russell.
Oh, so yeah, now that a bunch of he didn't even put he's not even the one to put the cuffs on her. Okay, I don't know why they have a K9 there. Probably just because there was like a big brawl, so it come with everything. But again, the initial cop is not even the one to finally put cuffs on her. And it takes 3 other cops. 3 other cops and the guy whose body cam we're watching. And he's not even the one to cuff her.
Where's your ID?
Get out my pocket. Put my card back in my purse, officer.
She had
Put
an
it.
ID. She ripped it out of my
No, I
hands.
gave it to you and you tried to take it from me.
She has your ID?
No, he
No,
has
she
my.
she
Can
has
he
an
get
ID.
out
I
my
know where it
pocket
is.
and put my credit card back in my wallet,
Where'd
officer?
you rip your ID? Where'd it go?
Officer, can you? You ripped my work shirt. I can't breathe. All this for nothing. Cause you had an
cannot help
ego.
her.
He didn't help me. He came. He didn't touch you. He didn't
Not right
touch
now.
you.
Trying to grab my gun.
Is he trying to
Grab
arrest
your
the
gun.
kid?
or he tried to push you off his mom.
For a simple traffic offense? Come
You
on.
came up to me,
You weren't
officer, trying to
handling it that
violate my
way.
rights
Where's your ID?
for a traffic ticket.
Just hang on
For
one
a
second.
traffic ticket. You said I stopped in the traffic because I checked my mailbox because you came to my door and you got offended because I asked you accusing my son of one thing or two things.
No, you're yelling profanities at kids.
No, I did not.
Yes, you
I
are.
asked you. I hope you're telling them. I hope they're telling you the truth.
Take her over there.
Up out there, he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing.
Okay, so there's something that happened before this that we didn't see, but I think this cop entirely over in Round Lake Heights, okay, wherever that is. I think this cop entirely created this situation. I think he got offended and he got pissed off and he decided that he was going to make an example out of this woman. She said she was stopping to check her mail. I don't know whether that's true. Even if you're stopping to check your mail, can he charge you with blocking traffic? Maybe. I don't know. But did he handle this correctly from the start? Hell no. Hell no. He escalated things when he shouldn't have. Like, he was not communicating clearly. And yeah, he seems to have just been pissed off, didn't like her attitude, and she's right. His ego caused all this. And then, his mouth wrote a check he couldn't cash. He couldn't back it up. As we saw, because the situation is only just now getting under control when half the police department has shown up. He could not control a damn thing by himself. And he's very lucky he did not get seriously hurt.
Go back to the house. Don't play with my kids like this motherfucker did. He's a fucking kid. Get that dog away from me. Get the fucking dog away from me. You all this for shit, officer.
Hey,
This is your
Forrest.
ego, Mr.
We going in here?
Patterson. The fuck up out of here.
Who can we put her in temporarily?
It's just some bullshit. You're wrong, officer, and you know it. And I'm not going. I'm not going like that. You put your hand on my chest.
Can you do me a favor and just do a gear sweep? I got it. Yeah. You good?
Shit on me. Can you go get my tape measure for work?
I got it
off
right
the
here.
ground?
Right here. Yeah, for it.
You buy me a new shirt. It's $25. You buy me a new shirt?
No.
Because you know what you did? All these males, where the fuck the female at?
Have a seat.
Where's the female?
Just relax. Just have a seat, okay?
I can't even breathe. Can you get my pump?
You want an ambulance?
Yeah. Yep, I do.
Before you start an ambulance for respiratory issues.
Okay, we seem to have two police departments.
Have a seat, okay?
Because some of their cars say Round Lake Beach.
All right?
All this for the boy. Is this ego? I stopped at my mailbox. He just left my house asking about a stolen bike. I said my son ain't got nobody. He been in the house all day. Every time something happen, any officer that know me, they say, well, my baby did it. Every time something go on in the neighborhood, my baby.
Okay, so now we know what started this. The cop was at her house, apparently accusing her child of having stolen a bicycle. As pretty much any mom would, she's going to say, of course, my child didn't do that. I have no idea whether the kid did or not, but she's a mama. She's going to defend her baby. And I imagine that she said some unkind things to the cop, like, get the F out of here, and probably slammed the door in his face, which, again, she has every right to do, unless he has a warrant, which he didn't. And it sounds like he then waited for her. And the second she got in her car and he found the least little thing he could interact with her he did. So if I'm her lawyer, I'm saying she's been targeted by the police, by this arrogant AF egotistical cop who accused her child of doing something with apparently no proof because he didn't arrest the kid. He didn't find the bike. And so only minutes later, he makes up a reason to conduct a traffic stop on the mother that told him to F off and slam the door in his face. Again, we didn't see it, but I'm guessing it went something like that. And now he escalates it to this. Yeah, I think she can absolutely get all of this dismissed, and I'd be contacting a good lawyer in regards to a civil case as well, because she may well have one for the cop violating her rights and targeting her, because that's what it sounds like. If all that is true, if he did come to the door about the stolen bike and then, she said, not my kid, and minutes later he's doing this, yeah, that's the definition of targeting. Let's see if we get an
The
outcome.
woman was charged with resisting an officer, disorderly conduct, and obstructing justice.
Nope. Okay, we don't get an outcome. I really wish we did because that could go a lot of ways. But that cop, quite frankly, is lucky that he didn't end up dead in a ditch. And you might say that's extreme, but at one point he is outnumbered 3-1. And it doesn't matter that the one guy is on his side because the guy who was claiming to be on his side was more interested in fighting the other guy than protecting the officer. And if those two had gotten into a knockdown drag out and she's still fighting with the officer, what was he going to do about it? Or what about the couple of minutes before the second guy came out when it was just her and the first guy both physically engaging with the officer? He's lucky they didn't intend to harm him because they most certainly could have. Backup was still over 5 minutes away. He put himself in a very, very dangerous situation for absolutely no reason. And again, if I'm the captain watching that, oh, you're going back to some serious remedial training on situational awareness and when to escalate and when to de-escalate because he could have de-escalated from the beginning. Was she being loud and in his face? Yep. Does that matter? No. She was doing what he said. She wasn't doing it as fast as he wanted, and she wasn't doing it as quietly as he wanted, but she was doing it. So if he had been able to just stand there for another minute instead of letting his ego get in the way, he would have gotten her license, let her keep running her mouth, run the license, write her the ticket, then walk away. Instead, he couldn't do that. He couldn't control himself. He was not aware of the situation. He put himself in incredible danger. And let's say he had been more reactive, and when the first guy comes up, and they both physically had hands on this cop. He had every right to use force at that moment. He chose not to. I give him major props for restraint because he legitly, when they both have his hands on him and he's alone, he could have pulled his gun and blown them both away and been called a hero. Do I think he would have been? No, I think he would have been a murderer. But reality is he likely would have been called a hero. Hero cop defends himself from two, and I'm sure they would have filled in all kinds of derogatory things. People, and, gets the key to the city, something like that. So glad it didn't go that way. Also glad the cop didn't get hurt, but wow, did he put himself in a terrible situation for absolutely nothing. And it does sound like, if what she said at the end is true, that he targeted this woman because he didn't like her response to him accusing her child of stealing a bike. This is how people get dead over little things. But that will do it for this one. This was a lot, so please leave your thoughts and comments below. I would really like to hear from you. What are your thoughts on how the cop handled this? What are your thoughts on the two guys? What are your thoughts on her and defending her child? How would you have handled this if you were the first cop on the scene by yourself? I've made my thoughts clear. What are yours? But until the next one, I've been Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl, and I will see you later. Bye.